Hello, everybody. Today we got another live stream. Sorry, they were just showing a weird story on the Blackhawks pregame show. But anywho, today we dropped the puck here in about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, about 25 minutes about. But I figured we'd do a little pregame show. Layla is on, my friend from school. But I figured we'd do a little pregame here. This is a big game. The Hurricanes have kind of struggled lately. They've had a good little stretch of competition. The Blackhawks coming off a win over Anaheim in their last matchup. So we're going to kind of cover a lot of it. The Hurricanes are favored in this game, as the Blackhawks really have not been favored in a lot of their games, but they've kind of exceeded expectations to start the season. So we're going to go over a little bit here at the start and see what we can uncover. All right. Today I'm only doing the first period. I've done a few full game streams, but with this game being so late, I'm just doing the first period. We got a 6:30 game, I want to say Wednesday. One of those days the Blackhawks have a late game, or an early game at 6:30. Might be two periods, or maybe even a full game of that. But anyway, so that's where we're sitting at here. All right, so let's kind of uncover the Hurricanes here. The Hurricanes come in sitting at 9-5-1 with 19 points. That's good enough for third in the Metropolitan Division. They're coming off a 4-1 loss to the Avs. They had a big win over forget who that was the other night after a little bit of a losing patch with the Maple Leafs in there. So they've kind of been back and forth for this last little stretch. They lost to the defending champs last night, 4-1. But second half of back-to-back, we'll see if the Hawks can't take advantage, see if they're tired or not. They're led by head coach Rob Brendamore. Has led this team to they've just been that team has just been so close these last few years. They seem like that team that one of these years is going to go all the way. And I kind of like the Hurricanes. They're one of my top teams. But they just have not been able to get that key win in the playoffs. They're 18th in the NHL in goals scored. One thing that I want to point out, and I'm going to mention this a little bit later, they're 9th in goals against in the NHL, and we'll get to that when we kind of talk about the goalies. All right, but one key piece for this Hurricanes team has been Sebastian Aho. Aho has been able to pull in with second on the team in points with 17. He's got 7 goals, 10 assists, and he's always been one of the best players on this team for the years that he has played in Carolina, but he's really being an offensive threat this season. They've shifted to being a good defensive threat as well. Number 8 for the Hurricanes, and they're got to watch out for that is Brent Burns. He entered the league in 2003 and was traded from San Jose last year to the Hurricanes. He's the defenseman, and he's a major veteran, but he's still a guy who can make a difference. He can transfer into the offensive side of things for this team, and we'll see what happens. But he's had a good start to his season as well. Another homecoming for a Hurricane player. That's 44 on the ice, the defenseman Calvin DeHaan. He was traded from the Blackhawks in 2019 to Carolina, had a few years in Chicago, and so he will be returning to the United Center for his homecoming here since being traded. All right, moving on here. Now we're going to kind of talk about the goaltending, and this is what I was mentioning earlier. They're 9th in goals against. They've been like the Blackhawks. They've kind of had some injury issues with Freddie Anderson, their top guy, getting injured. So he's had to sit out. He's currently on the injured list. That's given way to Pyotr Kochetkov, 23 years old. He's a youngster, but he has played well in the times that he has played. And he's backing up a heavy veteran, 33-year-old goalie, Antti Ranta, who's been in the league and been a Hurricane for plenty of years. And those guys, along with Freddie Anderson, who's playing at the beginning of the season, obviously now on the injured list, they've given this team a great chance at 9th in goals allowed. Leading the team in points, Martin Necas, 88. You're going to want to watch out for him tonight. He's a fast player. He's able to make plays, and that's why he leads the team in points with 19. And then another big name here on this Hurricanes team, last one I'm going to mention, is Andrei Svechnikov. Andrei Svechnikov, he's been in the league for a long time. The Hurricanes have seen what he can do. He has the largest salary on the team, sitting at $7 million. And I'm also going to refer to this later when I'm talking about the Blackhawks salaries. But, 37 and white tonight, you're going to want to keep an eye on. All right, let's move to the Blackhawks now. And we'll kind of just settle things on down before we head to before we get ready to drop the puck. What time is sitting here? 7:19. Give me one moment here. All right. Blackhawks, 6-5-3. They've exceeded expectations. They're sitting 4 points below Carolina at 15. They've really played a lot of overtime games. They've been able to win some of those, lost some of them. And they've only made it to 1 or 2 shootouts, if I'm correct. They're fifth in the Central Division, a very high-powered, competitive Central Division. It's going to be all season. It's really been the Blues who's been the team struggling. Tyler's on. He says hello. I say hi as well. But they beat Ducks 3-2 in the last game. They trailed early 2-0, but then they were able to bounce back with two straight from Jared Tenorti to get his guys going, and then a late game early in the late goal or game-winning goal late in the third. That's what I was looking for. Just about over 2 minutes or so to go. That late night game on Saturday against Anaheim. Led by first-year head coach Luke Richardson, Derek King, who was the interim head coach all of last year. He's one of the assistant coaches, so still within the team. Here's the issue, though. The Blackhawks were one of the best offensive teams through the first few games of the season. They were able to score 5 goals against teams like the Kraken and still got 2 goals on the board against the Avalanche in that season opening game. But they're 29th in the NHL in goals scored, and they're 8th in goals against. So the goaltending, although there's been like 4 different guys who's manned the pipes, it's still been sharp. However, the offense hasn't really been able to back him up. Tyler said he's going to the Penguins game tomorrow, and I'll upload videos from the game. All right, I'll be on the lookout for that. All right, some key players to watch for the Blackhawks, though, here is 89 on the ice in red tonight, Andreas Athanasiou. He was acquired from Edmonton over the offseason, and he is a fast player. He can stick handle. He can make plays, and he's been a big, sneaky acquisition for the Hawks, and it was really a good acquirement as he has played really well with some good goals, the penalty shot goal, and I've really liked how he's playing. Another guy, the veteran Jack Johnson, he's got this winning mentality. He came over from the Avalanche over the offseason after winning the Stanley Cup with the Avalanche last season. So it's good to have a guy in that locker room that knows what it's like to go all the way for the Stanley Cup. And even though it's a rebuild year, still have that winning mentality is good to have. And Jack Johnson's bringing that, and he's played pretty well too. Another guy, Caleb Jones, he's really had to take over with this defense for this team after some struggles with injuries. Seth Jones is still out. Luckily, Caleb Jones has some help with Jake McCabe with them, but really, Caleb Jones has really had to take over, and he's had to take on a much bigger role down a defenseman, and he's done a good job of that so far, filling in for his injured brother Seth Jones. Patrick Kane continues to do Patrick Kane's things. He leads the team in points with 12. That tells the story right there. The Hurricanes leading the score 19 with Natchez, but Kane leads the Blackhawks 12 points. And I'll mention him a little bit earlier in something as well. Another guy, Peter Mrazek. He is the starting goalie tonight, and he's playing in his 300th career game This one's going to be against his former team, the Carolina Hurricanes, which he played a short stint with a few years ago. So good to see him playing his former team and getting his 300th career game. Connor Murphy. Here's something I was talking about earlier. Murphy, he has a $3 million salary. Murphy's one of the biggest names on this team, probably the third biggest, aside from Taves and maybe Seth Jones beat some, but I mean, he's been a good part of this team these last few years, along with Philip Kurashev. But Murphy's one of those top guys. He's third in the team with a $3 million salary. So with this rebuild, the Hawks aren't being very ambitious than anybody's spending a whole lot of money. They're getting the guys they want. They're trying to build up with these young prospects, but there you go. And yeah, third largest on the team. Another thing I want to mention is the Hurricanes' largest guy had $7 million. He's got $3 million, and I think the only bigger one was like $4 million. That might have been Kane. Taves had the second largest with he only had $2.5 million. Did Taves? Kane might have had $3 million. I think Seth Jones is the guy we're paying the most. I'll have to check that again. I'm not so sure, but something like that. Arvid Soderblom. I still don't know how to pronounce it. The announcers pronounce it I always thought it was Soderblom, but the announcers have been calling him Soderblom. He was called up from AHL Rockford after the Stalock injury. Stalock was going to be the go-to backup goalie for Mrazek, but Stalock ran into by Islander. Gave him a concussion. He's been out for about a week or so, probably a few more days until he can get back. But Soderblom's been good since he's come up, and I've been impressed with him. Another good night against the Ducks the other night. Jared Tenorti, he scored his first goal as a Blackhawk, and then scored his first 2 goals of the game against the Ducks on Saturday, and then that would then lead to that 2-goal comeback lead. Last guy I want to mention, the captain, Jonathan Toews. Him and Kane are the only remaining players on the team from the 2015 Stanley Cup victory. They're really the only remaining players from even 2018 or something. Maybe Murphy and Jones. But really, this has been a tear-apart team that just continued to build parts. But, yeah. Tyler, I saw school was today. It was pretty good. It felt long. Mondays are always long. Tyler, I saw school was today. It was pretty good. It felt long. Mondays are always long. So we should get the puck dropped in about 10 minutes about. I'll try to fill the time since then, until then, but yeah. So the Hawks, really, the story has been they have not been able to score first. They've only scored first on 4 of the 15 games this year, but it's helped when they score first. They have had some of those comeback wins early in the season. They had another one against the Ducks, but to be a successful team, you've got to score first, and you've got to be able to hold on to that lead. But also, when we score first, we like to lay back, and then we give those goals right on back. So I don't know what to make of it. 15 minutes into the stream, we're doing the first period tonight. Blackhawks, Hurricanes. Hope to be back here maybe for the Blackhawks, Blues. Sunday sports. Illinois playing later, Monday Night Football. Speaking of Monday Night Football, the Eagles have already scored. Riley Young is on. I totally didn't tell him to get on. About 7:30, so the broadcast is about to start. 7 minutes, 8 minutes until we get going or so. Then we'll settle in for 20 minutes of first period hockey play-by-play, and it'll be good. One thing that I can never stand, but it's just for TV, is why do you say the game time's 6:30 when it doesn't even start at 6:30? It's just one of those stupid things where by now you know, but it's just a big pet peeve. Why can't the broadcast come on? Why can't the pregame show start at 7? The broadcast come on at 7:25, and the game start at 7:30. Kills me. Just say the game starts at 7:37 or something. Just one of those weird pet peeves that I have, but I feel like it's value or you know. Oh, good. Patrick Sharp's back. What's our comment here? Oh, 18 minutes into the stream, but 5 minutes till puck drop. Philip Kurchav, a guy bumped up the top line. And he did pretty well with that against Anaheim. 2 shots, 1 hit. Looks like he picked up an assist and almost 19 minutes of ice time. Another guy that's been good for the Hawks is Philip Roos. He has gotten plenty of ice time. He's been a good little passer. He's been a good little shooter. And he's been a guy that we've mentioned. He's been known to be physical. Same as Sam Lafferty. He's another guy that's played really well. Plenty of ice time. They've really wanted to play him more. Roos got a goal against the Ducks the other night. Lafferty, he got in a fight on opening night with, wrote it down, Josh Manson against the Avs there on opening night. But we're going to commercial break here. At least the broadcast is. I think I might go refill my water. 7:33, 4 minutes full puck drop. Give me about a 45-second break. I'll be right back. That's why everybody calls me the Flash. I'm speedy like that. We got 3 people on. One of them is McCoy. Tyler asked the game start yet. No, I'd say give another 2 minutes or so. 3 minutes. Usually 7 minutes after the time, unless like the World Series where they give you a specific time. It'd be really nice if the Commanders could find a way to beat the Eagles tonight. I'd enjoy that. Villanova, ooh, they ended up pulling that out. Every time I just scroll through every score for some reason whenever I'm on live streams, just because I think it fills time or something. All right, 2 minutes tonight is Military Appreciation Night at the United Center, along with Marian Hossa Retirement Night, as they face the Hurricanes. Short homestand, I believe, as they go back on the road, I want to say, for St. Louis. I don't think that's a home game. That's Wednesday. No, it is a home game. Wednesday night, 6:30. And then I hope to do a stream for that. Hurricane Blackhawks, 2 teams that have had average starts to the season, at least to the Hurricanes standard. They're still sitting at 19 points, which no team would say that's bad, but this is their year. Everybody's just feeling good about the boys in Carolina again. But they have not lived up to expectations quite to begin the season. Here's my favorite part of every game on account of us liking to lose a lot and not really scoring a lot. Jim Cornelison with the national anthem. I'm going to turn it up. I love this guy. It's great when everybody just cheers, and at least I think it's great. He came to the Quad City Storm game last year, and everybody was so excited about it, and then his microphone doesn't work, so you can barely hear him. And a horn goes off in the middle of him singing, and ruined the whole thing. Bursting in a gay proof. All right. That our flag was still there. Anyway, in the national anthem, and then that's pretty much it. I like how they just, right from the national anthem, the game just starts pretty much. I like that, but settle in for 20 minutes, play-by-play and reaction. Blackhawks, Hurricanes. Should be fun. Each team looking to stay on their, well, I shouldn't say each team. Blackhawks look to extend their win streak to 2. The Hurricanes look to get back on the winning way, to their winning ways. All right, for the Hurricanes tonight, in net, it is Fyodor Kochetkov, number 52 between the pipes. This is his second game this season. He gave up 2 goals in his first one, save percentage of .909, 4 wins in 4 career NHL games. The 23-year-old, and then on the other end, it is Peter Mrazek, as I mentioned earlier. This is his 5th game of the season. And he's had a game he be put in every category. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss this season. He sat out against the Ducks the other night. We'll see what Mrazek can't do. Hurricanes led by Rob Brendamore. Blackhawks led by Luke Richardson. Everybody will head to center. The fans settle in. I hope you settle in. I'm going to settle in. From the United Center in Chicago, we're underway. Blackhawks, Hurricanes. Let's get going. Brent Burns fires the opening faceoff all the way down. Over to run it there is Jesper Foss. And now battle in the corner. Jordan Stahl's over there. Martinook chips it free. And now loose to Burns. High slot. Looking for a tip. It went over the net. Lafferty trying to run it down for the Hawks. He chips it there for Roos. Philip Roos behind his own cage will bring it forward. On this defense pair, Hawks had some issues, miscommunication as Roos and Lafferty ran into each other, but now Entwistle found some space. Nice stick at the last second by Burns. Slavin able to get it back to Burns. Long pass, bit beyond his man. And Aho's unable to beat icing. Good pace to that first minute or so. As I mentioned, Lafferty and Roos just ran into each other. They couldn't quite tell who was going on top, who was going underneath. And luckily, it didn't turn into a turnover, and it led to a near chance for Entwistle on the other end. Natchez, go at it with Taze here. Taze wins it. Tenorti lost the puck to Aho, who rings around this side, unable to be held in there by Kane, and it comes all the way back down to Tenorti. Tenorti turned it over in front. Natchez looking for a tip. Another chance and another rebound given by Mrazek, but he's able to play it out to center. Taze had some issues. However, he plays it back to Lafferty and finally chipped in there. Here's Pesce. Turned it over. Athanasiou goes behind the goal line, looking back for Radish. And now beyond the reach of Taze. Aho out of the zone. Natchez at the logo. His pass goes between the skates. Out of the zone! Or out of his net. There comes Kochetkov. And his pass was nearly picked off by Hawk, who had a wide open net. Now 3-on-2. The Canes enter if they hurry with a shot. And it went wide. Beyond the right pad there, Mrazek. Burns tries to run it down as he's back out there. In front it goes. Nobody home in the crease. And now Max Domi slows up at center and will just chip it deep, intended for Kurashev. All the way back for Roos in his own zone. There's Jake McCabe. First time we've said his name tonight. No shots. 2 minutes into the hockey game. Long pass through the stick of Kurashev. Kochetkov out of the net to play it. Bank back behind this side. Burns. His clearing attempt didn't quite work out. Roos with a shot. And a glove save made by Kochetkov. First shot of the day belongs to the Blackhawks. "29 minutes into the stream here. And the Hurricanes going to draw in their own zone. And are able to clear. Hand pass waved off as Pesce was able to get it on deep. Caleb Jones, mentioned him in the pregame there. He's out there on the defense pair with Johnson right now. Pesce plays to the point. Long shot. Looking for a redirect. It was blocked in front. And now the Hawks get it back out to center. Kara with a chip and chase. Jujar Kara tries to run it down. He forechecks now. And it's rung along on the half wall and out of the zone. Hurricanes just tap it down. Prevented there by Colin Blackwell with a nice play. Preventing Hurricanes change. Martinook chasing down Johnson. Puck comes back out to the logo at center. Pesce at the red line. Fires it deep. And Jones battling with Stahl. Here in the corner, Foss had some issues with Johnson. Lafferty's there with Jones, along with Stahl and Martinook. Three guys there, a team all battling behind the goal line. Puck still pinned. And it looks like it's loose, but Johnson's just trying to hold up Pesce, who ends up getting the puck. Pesce! Shot! And it went through the crease just a bit wide. Maybe looking for a tip of Stahl, who didn't quite get it. Now, a one-on-one. Mitchell with a shot. Wide of the net. Comes off the end wall behind the cage. Rung back around through the stick of Lafferty. Back in Stahl's hands. And he'll chip it deep. 4 minutes in the regulation. 16 to play. Taze leaves it there for Athanasiou. Athanasiou turns it over, but luckily the pass from Aho was a bit behind Natchez. Otherwise, he might have been in alone. Aho in the corner. Lost it to a red sweater. Now Burns battling with Tays, who took it away. He's tripped up. The referee's arm is in the air. That was an obvious call. I saw that one all the way through the television screen. Burns is going to go. The former Shark entered the league in 2003. Trips up Jonathan Tays, the Hawks captain. He's going to go to the box. The Blackhawks power play's been trending in the right direction these last few games. We'll see what they can do here as they look to strike first early in this one. 15:43 to play. Tays wins the draw. To the point. Jones walks the line. Now for Kane. Back for Jones. Jones along the half wall. Here's Kane at the point. Looking back for Jones. He's got a one-timer. Save! Rebound! Oh, what a save! Another rebound! It's Jonathan Tays. He's able to grab the puck. Jones for Kane. What a power play start. Now across far side. Save! Rebound! It's loose in the crease. Tays was right there. He couldn't put it home. Two occasions where the puck was loose right in the blue paint. But flailing was Kochetkov to make the stop. What an opportunity. Now Kane through the middle. Leaves it for Tays a bit beyond the reach. Hurricanes with another clear. Jones prevents it from going all the way down. Domi with a minute to go on the power play. Swung back down there by the Hawks and sent right back the other way. Mrazek will go behind his net and trapezoid. Hurricanes without a shot. Nearly 6 minutes in. 4 shots for the Hawks. Nice outlet for Roos, but Jones couldn't quite handle it. Poked off his stick and all the way back down where Jujhar Khaira will have to go regroup. One final power play rush coming up here with 30 ticks remaining. Philip Roos back on it. He'll drop it for Caleb Jones. Jones surveys at the logo, and now a chip and chase. He'll go on the forecheck. Jones behind the goal line, chips it free for Khaira. Out of the zone there. Go the Hurricanes. Martinook, and they will get a kill. 10 seconds still on the power play. Hawks with a few good chances, but a few better saves by Kochetkov. Penalty over, both teams full strength. Hawks with a good power play, but it goes unsuccessful. Hurricanes will ice the puck here. Three on the stream. All right, they're showing a replay here. Kane's going to find Caleb Jones high slot. He then finds a one-timer with Domi, and Jonathan Tays on the rebound has a wide-open net. What a job from Domi. He got 2 shots there. Both of them were tipped. The second one goes right into the stomach. It sends Kochetkov on his back. He somehow able to find the puck both times, and he might have got lucky on that first time as Tays had an opening but couldn't quite capitalize. Hawks grabbing in their own zone. They turn it over in front of the net. Nice stick from Mrazek, though, on the pass to deflect it. Now Nate's just battling with their Domi at the point. Chatfield, who let it go. We have a penalty upcoming here on the Hawks. I believe that's going to be Max Domi. It's going to be Connor Murphy who's going to go. The alternate captain, they call him for a slash. Hurricanes have their first shot. And on the rebound, Murphy with the slash. So we will go to the under 14 timeout. 13:07 to play in the period. And now the Hurricanes with the power play of their own. So Murphy, as I mentioned earlier, third in the team in that salary, and he's been a big part of this Chicago team. They want him to be a part of the rebuild, along with kind of Philip Kurashev, Sam Lafferty, Andreas Athanasiou, Caleb Jones, these young guys, but also these veterans, not Caleb Jones, but these veterans that have played in the league for a few years. They've played a good amount with the Blackhawks, and now but Murphy there commits a penalty. We'll see if the kill can get back to where it needs to be. It was hot to start the season, and it's been kind of iffy since. the killed off or no, that was the Kraken. I get my teams mixed up because I pay a lot of attention to the Knights and Kraken. They're my second and third favorite team, but I get mixed up who does what. 4 people on the stream, 36 minutes in. We're at a timeout here. We'll be back within any minute. But the Blackhawks with a great chance on the power play. I would have loved to see Taves be able to put it in the open net. This is a team that just needs to score first. They haven't been able to do it, and it's been frustrating, but all right, let's look at this penalty. So Murphy's pinned up with Aho there. As Aho's fighting for position down low, he's going for the hook. I didn't really see a slash. Now here's Svechnikov. He could not quite sell it on his stick on the bouncer, preventing a shot. And now bodies go flying to the ice. No penalty called. Lafferty able to get it back out to center and dump it down to waste some time. Blackwell on the forecheck, short-handed. Couldn't quite pick it up as Burns beat him to it. 20 minutes already gone by on the kill, and now Burns will ice it on the power. No, it's waved off. Nate's just able to run it down. Out of the corner, it's sent back up top, looking for Burns. He snaps it off. Redirected. Rebound loose in front. Now it's cleared out. Natchez, another save, another rebound. And what a save, Mrazek. Left to right slide. Yes, he was struggling to control those rebounds. His defense wasn't really helping him out. A big rebound given to Svechnikov, who had some room. Mrazek gets over there just in time to deny it. And with 1:18 to go on the power play, Nosen, Nietzsche, Aho, Svechnikov, Burns all out there. And it looks like Aho's going to take the draw. Jonathan Taves in there shorthanded. Aho kicked out. Natchez in. Taves wins it. It goes to the corner. Kurashev trying to chip it in. Instead, he's pinned there against the glass. 3 guys side battling it. Tonordi there with Kurashev for the Hawks. Nosen there. Svechnikov won it. Burns back for Svechnikov. Near side circle. Svechnikov at the point. Burns far side circle. Looking back here for Svechnikov. Pass was blocked and nearly kicked in by a Hawk. Now Aho, another shot, another save. Mrazek goes to the far side corner where finally it's corralled and cleared. The Hawks almost kicked it in their own net as Mrazek didn't quite see it. Luckily, it just hit him. A lot to unfold here on these power plays for each team. One final power man advantage rush for the Canes here with 30 seconds. Nice outlet to Jarvis. Now spinning up. Loose along the half wall. There's Reese Johnson. And it is cleared. Out of the zone it goes. 15 remain on the power play. What a job on the kill to this point for the Hawks. As it looks like the Canes will just be able to accept a penalty to expire. Forechecking is Jarvis. Goes behind the net. Near side, it's Foss. Behind the goal line. Penalty over both teams full strength. Foss brings it down. And it's back there for Svechnikov and finally rung out of the zone. Now the Hawks might have a 2-on-2 as they enter. Nice stick handling. Nice move, Kara, to get loose in the corner, but couldn't quite handle it for much longer. Loose at center to the Hurricanes. With a quick shot, quicker save, Mrazek. Rung along the half wall there and sent back behind the goal line. Nice play by Jones to prevent the pass. And Martinook with a quick shot. And again, Mrazek with the quick reflexes and the save. Turnover again here for the Hawks. Held into the line. Stahl looking underneath. Martinook trying to find somewhere to go. He tried to center, hit the back of the net, and swung back up high for Burns. Long shot, score! No, it's waved off. Do we have a goal or do we not? Martinook has the goal as he tipped the Burns shot in front. The Blackhawks trail for now. I believe there was a high stick. The Blackhawks won a high stick, and it looks like this goal's going to be coming back. The Hurricanes put it in. Burns able to let it. It was really harmless, and he just flung it high. If that's not tipped, that's going over the net. Those are 2 sticks from Drury and Martinook. Both of them looked like they were high sticks. I couldn't quite tell who tipped it. Both of them were above the crossbar, and everybody on the ice just put their arm up, wondering where the high stick was. They're going to review it, and I do not think that is a good goal. We will see. As of now, the Hurricanes lead 1-0. But they are challenging it. No, they are not challenging it. I thought they were challenging it. It was a high stick. Luke Richardson opts to not challenge, and again, the Blackhawks are unable to score first. They nearly gave up another goal there. Pesce redirected wide. Nietzsche's behind the net, battling with Tenorti. I cannot believe they did not challenge that. Here is Aho. One-timer at the slot, blocked. Now the Hawks look to counter. It's Domi. Trying to put it deep, and Domi unable to hold the line. Back in the neutral zone, Pesce puts it down. Philip Roos. Halfway through the first period, nice move, Roos. Then he rings it around, deflects out of play. So timeout on the ice. Oh my gosh. I don't get why you don't bother looking at that, because that was not a good goal. I thought they were challenging it. Either they must have looked at it and the TV just didn't show it and it stood, but oh my God.
Looking underneath. Martinook trying to find somewhere to go. He tried to center it back of the net and swung back up high for Burns. Long shot, score! No, it's way gone. Do we have a goal or do we not? Martinook has the goal as he tipped the Burns shot.
I even said I always like to listen to my calls again. I don't get why you don't look at that. It was pretty obvious. I don't know if Richardson challenging it was just a quick one or what happened, but I don't get why you don't challenge that if he didn't. I wish that was able to be called on the ice. I thought it was initially waved off because all the Blackhawks were like high stick. I thought it was batted down by a high stick, and that's what they were talking about. I don't know what was happening there. But
It's time for tonight's Duncan Fuel performance. Jared Tenorti on the bench. Blackhawks defenseman, his first career multi-goal.
So this is really frustrating. The Blackhawks have only scored first in now 4 of 16 games. They cannot get off to fast starts, but they look to get a late goal here in the period. They had a power play chance with plenty of great opportunities, but they were unable to put a few pucks in open nets. Center ice draw goes to Tays and the Hawks. Here's Jake McCabe circling in his own zone. Finds Tays, who banks it on up, intended for Athanasiou. But it's offside.
Tenorti had the first multi-goal game for a Blackhawks defenseman since Caleb Jones in March of last season.
But the Blackhawks do have a game against the Blues, who are really struggling. I'm excited to stream for that. Hopefully we can finally find some offense and get a good game there. Hopefully Blackhawks win. But then the schedule gets tough. You got the Bruins, and the Hurricanes are test too. Long pass. Can't quite connect with Radish. And now here is Chatfield escaping the pressure. Swung back in the other way where Roos tracks it. Chatfield in the corner. It's centered. It was blocked. Jarvis's pass was by McCabe. And then gets sent to the ice by Jarvis. Athanasiou chips it free there for Radish. But the Hurricanes keep it in momentarily. McCabe brings it around the wall. And back out the center. Athanasiou looking to use his speed. He tried to get too fancy and lost the puck. Are we offside, though? Or is there a penalty? Yep, we do have a penalty. I thought they called it offside. We are going to get Kotkaniemi. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, the forward out of Finland. He'll head to the box. The Blackhawks, second time on the power play. It's a slash center there from Kotkaniemi. That's a good call. Hawks with a good first power play. They'll have to take advantage on their second here. Wouldn't this be huge? Big draw. Kicked out his Taze. Domi brought in. Domi wins it, but he just put a bit too much juice on it, and it goes all the way back down. Mrazek out of his net to play it for Caleb Jones. Jones out there with Kane, Taze, Domi, and Kurashev. Here comes Kane, head of speed, head of steam. He left it there for, that's actually Domi. Now up high, Jones. Jones, he's got Taze this side, and Taze, who really frustrates me. I am not a huge fan of Taze lately because he is really sorry about that. Anyway, here's Kane. He leaves it there for Taze. I'll get to that in a minute. It's thrown towards the net. Rebound was loose in front and finally knocked out. Short-handed breakaway. Martin Necas scored. No! It looked like it was in the net just the way the camera's angled. A short-handed breakaway failed on. Now Taze the other way. Offside warned. Cleared all the way back down. This is a terrible-looking power play. Domi nearly carried it offside. Kane slows up in the neutral zone. Brings it on in. And whistle for Domi. Back this way, Philip Roos. Cross ice, Domi. Back for Roos, managing the point. Roos for Kane. Shoots! Redirected! Kara with the tip. And now a good keep here at Roos. Roos for Domi! In front! The pass was blocked. Now Entwistle. Back here with Domi! Back to the point! Blocked! Loose! Roos has it again! Domi! It's now Roos one more time. Kane, he's got Domi with them. Kane down low! Just wide of the net! Domi! Centered! And whistle! To the point, Roos! Now it's Kane! Kane will take it behind the net himself. In front! It missed the stick of Entwistle. Penalty over both teams, full strength. Another great power play for the Hawks, but it's unsuccessful. Now Kotkaniemi out of the box with a shot. And Mrazek with the save. What a power play for the Hawks again. I would like to see them get the puck to the net maybe a few more times there. But still, when they do, they're getting these rebounds, but they just cannot quite sell it with their stick or something. .6:16 to play in the first. Offensive zone faceoff for the Hurricanes, which they win. It's held in at the line with a shot and an easy save made by Mrazek on the catch. Quick shot off the face-off from Eric Stepan, who is playing for his fourth NHL team, former Ranger, former Coyote, former Senator. Another face-off win. Another shot goes wide off the end wall. It comes back here for Chatfield. And now Tenorti being checked. Looking to get it free for Kachuk. He does just that. And it's out of the zone here. Nice play, Kurashev, to get it in deep. Bring on the forecheckers. Lafferty's there with Kurashev. Blackhawk goes to the ice, no call. Lofted back out to center. Murphy wins the race against Stepan. Murphy, long pass, goes through the stick. Just short for icing. Burns back on it for Carolina. 5:34 to go in the period. Here is Burns. Now for Jarvis. Jarvis puts it down for Blackwell. And now it comes to the crease. And that was a dangerous-looking play. Man, that would have been terrible. That was a really sloppy play for the Hawks. Long ways, it will go all the way for icing. Long ways, it will go all the way for icing.
True Blue fan upgrade experience. Don't forget to bring your Blue Cross card for your chance to win Blue Cross and Blue Shield, your biggest fans. Standing with you through it all. Congratulations to tonight's winners.
5:13 to play in the first. Hurricanes with another draw. It goes up high. Stepan swings it down for Jarvis. Jarvis behind the net now. Checked by Blackwood. And now Burns fanned on the shot, but it was in the hands there of Stretchnikov. Oh, got it blocked. Now behind the net it goes again. Nice plays at Jack Johnson. Still at the side of the net. Jarvis battling with Johnson. Swung back up high. Slavin! Blocked. And now it's kicked free. With some room's Colin Blackwell. He's got Kara with him. He'll put it deep intended for that whistle there. Kara comes in to join the party. But finally, the Hurricanes win it and loft it back out the center. 4:30 in the first period. Philip Roos. Here is Taylor Radish. Nice chip and chase. Aho beat him to the puck. Radish back on it, able to, however. And now Athanasiou. What a move! Center! Could not quite sell on Radish's stick. Now with it is Jones. Jones along the half wall. He skates. Left there for Tays. Tays bodying up toward the front of that. That pass blocked. Held in at the line. Back for Tays. In front! That was Athanasiou who looked for Tays on top of the crease. Jones turns it over. Hurricanes 4-on-3 back the other way, but they want to change. So they'll just put it down. 3:30 to play. That one finds Domi. Did not get the tip he wanted, and icing's called.
Here's that way of talking about offensive zone one-on-one in the National Hockey League. Protected from one guy, Aho, and then cut it right back off. And that's a very good defensive centerman in Aho. Keeping up with 89 record. That kind of ability, you can see why Andreas is on the highlight reel every other week. Like Allen Iverson, 6 stuff.
Face off again to the Hurricanes. Behind the net, there's Natchez for Stahl. Stahl will swing it back up high. Brent Burns. He has an assist tonight. Back for Stahl in the circle. Scores! Jordan Stahl. Mrazek got caught cheating. And the Hurricanes extend the lead. It's 2-0. So the Blackhawks got the first 6 shots of the game. The Hurricanes have since got 13. This goal, not going to be debated at all. A face-off win. Burns has his second assist. It's this top line again. Stahl just walked into the face-off circle. I think Mrazek is expecting something, but Fost is screening Mrazek. He can't see it. So Stahl's going to get the goal. Mrazek is shifting to his right, and it never was a pass fake or anything. He just completely got fooled. And you could see that net opening up all the way from up over here. So the Hurricanes lead 2-0 with 3 minutes to go in the period. Hand pass whistled down. Atrocious start for the Blackhawks yet again. They trail for the second straight game, 2-0. And that just cannot keep happening. It's so frustrating. We just ever since I've been a Blackhawks fan, you've got to score first to win a National Hockey League. You've got to score first. Mrazek is really Stalock, I really need him back. Soderblom's been good. But you've got to score first, and now they've given up 2 straight goals. And the Hurricanes are just too good to allow that.
Face off against the behind the net. There's Natchez for Stahl. Stahl will swing it back up high. Brent Burns. He has an assist tonight. Back for Stahl. The circle scores! Gordon Stahl grabs it, got caught cheating. The Hurricanes extend the lead. It's 2-0. Tonight, back for Stahl. The circle scores! Gordon Stahl.
After every goal, after every after every game, join Pat Boyle and the crew for Blackhawks post-game live. Presented by Verizon, only on NBC Sports Chicago.
But the Hawks have been a good comeback team all season. They're going to need another one tonight to at least pick up a point. And when you're in a rebuild, you will take points.
Designed Patrick Kane skates. Visit Blackhawks.com/camo jersey or text military 22 to 76278 to place your bids today.
Face off in the neutral zone goes to the Blackhawks. They're able to find it back out to center. There is Chatfield. Hurricanes ice it. So the Hurricanes have already scored more goals than they did last time out. And they've done it here in the first period. Goals for Martinook and Stahl. And now an offensive zone face-off for the Hawks. It's a big one here. Stahl against Domi. Domi able to win it to Kane. Drops it back up high for Roos. And all the way back down low for Kurashev. Philip Kurashev surveys behind the net. He had some issues with Stahl. Kane able to find back up high. Roos has played a good game. Tips intended for Kane by Kurashev. But Kane can't quite win the race. And now a turnover. Hawks in 2-on-2. Kurashev for Kane for Kurashev. What a save by Kochetkov. Philip Kurashev all alone in the low slot and a one-time stop shot. Could not put it home. Best chance of the game for the Hawks. What a pass from Kurashev, and then what a return feed from Kane. Kurashev just cannot get it off his stick quick enough. He can't quite put it where he wants it. Oh, man. Face off to the Canes. Jarvis chips it down for Stahl. Left there for Radish of the Hawks. Jarvis. Svechnikov. And now around for Pesce. Back for Svechnikov in the corner. Near side corner, Svechnikov. Now to the circle. Here's Pesce from Kotkaniemi. Blocked and held in by Pesce, but not for long as finally it's cleared. Tays nearly had a breakaway. Pass didn't quite connect. Now it's centered, but beyond the stick at the line. Here's Johnson. Cross ice to Johnson. Back to Blackwell. He's stripped. And now back in Kara's hands, who swings it deep. 1:30 to play. There's Johnson for Blackwell. Looking for Kara in front of the net. And now Kara has it here in the corner. Squirts free off the board battle. And now back out to center it goes for Blackwell. Blackwell diagonally down. Kara on the forecheck one more time. Brent Burns, 2 points already tonight. He's assisted on both the goals. Nice play. Hurricanes 2-on-1. They missed the net. That was, who was that? That was 23 Nosen with a great chance on the 2-on-1, but he missed the net up high. Natchez turned it over. Here comes Domi, but he tried to get too fancy. Oh, my God. .40 seconds long pass. Picked off by McCabe. McCabe at center. There's Max Domi. Nice play to McCabe. Wetsamru. Hey, shoots. It's blocked. McCabe back on it. He tried to center. That pass was blocked. And it's all the way back down the ice. Icing waved off. 20 seconds to go in the period. 15 seconds now. Kane dancing through with the chip and chase. Unable to handle it. Behind the goal line, Kurashev. Nice hustle play from Kurashev to Kane with 5. Swung back up high. McCabe lost the race. And it goes all the way back out to center where time will expire on this first period. Well, we had a lot of people on the stream today. I hope everybody who did enjoyed it. We made it to over an hour. I have to be back for either 2 periods, maybe a full game stream for the Blues. Hawks, but another frustrating start to this game. They trail by 2. Look to get momentum back on their side in the second. And maybe pull away in the third. But Hawks in comeback mode yet again. They trail 2-0 to the Hurricanes after 20 minutes. Thanks for hopping on, everybody. And I'm signing off. Bye.